Vanco Mobile is the free church app your church can use to foster communication and conversation among your community, drive participation in events, and also encourage support to the missions that mean the most to you. Today we're going to be talking through Vanco Mobile and the simple ways that your church can implement a tool like this to help with building your community. Now to get started, we're going to center our journey through Vanco Mobile on three key areas: communication, events, and donations. Within communication, there are tools both your staff and your church members can use to stay engaged. We're going to start on that smallest scale and we'll work our way up. When building Vanco Mobile, one of the things that stood out to us the most was as we transition into a virtual world, we wanted to make sure that leaders, staff, and members all had a way that they could continue to easily and safely communicate with each other. You can see one of the things we've built into this app is that ability to send one-to-one private and secure messages. In our example that we're going to dive into today, you can see that I've been chatting with Pastor Bailey. In my conversation, I've reached out to ask if she has time this week for a call for the two of us. Now, this was something we used to do on a bi-weekly cadence before virtual ministry, and I just wanted to see if that's something we can continue to set up. Thanks to Vanco Mobile, Pastor Bailey can reach out to me through the app and let me know that she has lots of time available this week. And it eliminates that need for me to try to find the right phone number, try to figure out if there's an email address, and easily instead communicate with Pastor Bailey through the app. On Pastor Bailey's side, she's able to get a notification when somebody chats at her in the app, and she can open that during office hours or when she has free time that works within her schedule. Now, these one-to-one conversations aren't just for church staff. I, as a church member, can use this to communicate with individuals within my Bible study or other friends I have within the church who I may not have another means to contact. The second way I want to talk about bringing clarity to communications is through small groups. We've heard from many churches that their Bible studies or their leadership teams, now that they're in a world of virtual ministry, are struggling to juggle texts, emails, and phone calls along with social media as a way to stay connected as a group. Vanco Mobile gives you a simple and streamlined way in order to communicate among that group to make sure that you're getting important information across. You can see in our demo church here, Vanco Valley, our finance committee uses Vanco Mobile as a way to prepare for our upcoming meeting, share agendas, and any other topics that we want to make sure are added prior to our next get-together. So now that we've talked about how both church members and church staff can use Vanco Mobile, let's get into some of those key leadership options. Within Vanco Mobile, you can send out a broadcast message to all of your members, alerting them to important upcoming information that's happening within the church. If I tap into our broadcast message here, you can see Vanco Valley used a broadcast message just to simply welcome our members and let them know we're excited to foster and build a community within the app. You may use your broadcast message to alert members to an upcoming special speaker that's going to be speaking at service next weekend, or a new mission that you're hoping to drive funds related to. Whatever it is, you can know that Vanco's broadcast messages are a simple and secure way for you to share that message within your church. So communication is important and crucial for your community, but also so are events. We're going to take a little time to walk through our calendar tab here to talk about how you can use Vanco Mobile to keep everybody on track in regards to what's happening within your church. You can see within our calendar, we have a number of different events here. Some of them are more formal in regards to Sunday service. Others are a little more fun with our leadership team or our virtual choir practice. Regardless of what it is, it's simple to create within the app just by clicking the plus sign above. Once I click that plus sign, I can add in my event name, choose a start date and time. I can choose to allow additional guests if I want to make sure that my RSVP count is accurate, maybe for a Sunday service in person or an upcoming event that I'm hosting. If I'd like, I could choose to make this only visible to a specific group as an easy way for me to create my weekly finance committee meetings or my weekly Bible study. I can automatically create a group for attendees, which is a great option for that Sunday service in-person example we talked about earlier. Once that group is created, I have a thread that I can communicate to all of those attendees to share out important information such as, these are the entrances we're choosing to utilize this weekend, and here's some important safety information we want to make sure you read and understand prior to coming to service on Sunday. Lastly, I can choose to make this a recurring event if I want to set up something like my weekly Bible study or my weekly Sunday service, taking away that administrative burden of having to come in and create that event each week. So now that we've covered events and communication within the app, I want to touch on our last and final pillar, which is donations. Donations are facilitated through the app with that coin slot icon. You can see that as soon as I click it, I'm leapfrogged over to my donations page where I'm able to do a number of different things. I could set up my general fund offering for my recurring gift that I give every week, or I could maybe make a donation to the missions fund, something that I feel moved to give outside of my weekly donation based on maybe a special sermon or a special speech that was given maybe in my Bible study this week. Once I've made my donations within the app and I've completed that, following that same familiar process that I'm used to today, it's as simple as heading back to the app and continuing to communicate, participate, and engage with my fellow church members or staff from there. So now that we've completed our high-level journey throughout our Vanco mobile app, I am excited to once again reiterate that Vanco Mobile is a free church app that churches across the country are using today to foster and strengthen community and conversations within their church. I hope you take a chance to check it out, and I'm excited to see what groups, events, and stories your church is able to share after you've engaged with it.